Welcome to This Week in Astrology. This is episode number 575 for March 1 through 7, 2021. What's new? The highest and lowest expressions of committed partnership can be catalyzed by a square between Neptune and Juno. We also have two bonus aspects this week, Venus sextile Uranus and Mercury conjunct Jupiter, and we announce our March free session winner. Thanks so much for joining me. I'm your host, Benjamin Bernstein, broadcasting from thisweekinastrology.com. I simultaneously record these weekly forecasts as an audio podcast and a video, so you can choose the format you prefer. The video version includes detailed chart graphics, which you can also see in my written forecasts at astroshaman.com. This Week in Astrology is honored to be one of the internet's top 10 astrology podcasts. Check out our website, thisweekinastrology.com, where you can hear the show and subscribe to podcast updates. And if you haven't already, be sure to click the link in the show notes for 2 chances to win a free Astrology Plus session with me each month. Again, we'll be announcing one of those winners right on this episode. What's old as we come into the week? A waxing moon, a kite supporting higher service through February 25th, and a grand cross with Vesta, Neptune, and the lunar nodes through March 18. Let's get into our new events. On Wednesday, March 3rd, Venus sextile Uranus, or Uranus as you wish. Venus is at 8 Pisces, Uranus is at 8 Taurus. So there's several ways to interpret this because Venus has several core meanings. Venus could be relationship. The sextile is a harmonious, energizing aspect. Uranus says, let's shake it up, take it to the next level, give you some intuitive hits to guide you, take it to the next level of service potentially. So in the relational department, I think the most likely possibilities here are getting intuitive hits about how you can take the relationship to the next level. Could also be trying some innovative new stuff within the relationship instead of just sticking in the same old patterns. Why don't you try something outside the box and fresh, whether it came as an intuitive hit or just seemed like a good idea. Creatively, it's certainly encouraging you to try something new, either some fresh approach within your current artistic medium, or perhaps trying something new that you haven't done before, maybe an entirely new medium, just something fresh, innovative, shake it up energy in the creativity department. Venus could even be money. And again, if you get intuitive hits about good ways to work with money, consider following those. If it's a real intuitive hit, it's worth following. Possibly the most dramatic intuitive hit I ever got was many years ago on the eve of the financial crash. I think it was like 2008 or something. And my higher self woke me up in the middle of the night screaming, "Sell your stocks now." It's the only time my higher self has ever screamed at me. And I wasn't awake enough yet to take it at its word. And I delayed and hemmed and hawed. And the market crashed that very day. And I sold 2 days later and got $30,000 less than I would have gotten if I had sold when I was told to by my higher self. I mean, they can't tell you, but they can certainly give you a very emphatic recommendation. So that was my lesson on if you get an intuitive hit about money, follow it. Let's go on to Thursday, March 4th. Here's our other, actually, it's not our bonus aspect, it's our main aspect, Neptune square Juno. A committed partnership does not have to be romantic. An enduring relational container could be business related or involve a good friend or creative collaborator. A Neptune-Juno square, Neptune at 20 Pisces, Juno at 20 Sagittarius, can powerfully affect all the committed partnerships in your life. If it serves highest good for one to wrap up, you may lose interest or find it dissolving on its own. Be careful that a committed partner is not pulling the wool over your eyes. Neptune's darker possibilities include deception, gaslighting, and the withholding of important information. On the other hand, if your sole purpose would be served by a high vibration relationship staying the course, you could easily experience easy energetic blending and blissful flow states. Neptune supports life-affirming experiences such as spiritual awakening and inspired creativity. If these themes are strong elements of a committed partnership, they could get a wonderful boost. And we have one more bonus aspect on Thursday, March 4th, Mercury conjunct Jupiter, both planets at 18 Aquarius. This is all about communication. Mercury is learning and sharing information at just kind of a basic factual level. Jupiter says, let's take it up a bar, not just any old information. What does it mean? How does it make life better? Let's get into philosophy, religion. I want to communicate as the philosopher, the way shower, the guru, philosopher, professor. I think I said one twice, but you get the idea. The basic idea of very powerful sharing of information with the two planets associated with communication. And they're in Aquarius, which says not just any old information, cutting edge information, take it on the bleeding edge of what we can do here. So it could be learning, it could be sharing information. Mercury is the lower level student, Jupiter is the higher level student. Mercury is the teacher at a basic level. Jupiter again is that higher level teaching. So a good time to really be open to new learning, new sharing of information. And again, Aquarius rules intuitive hits. So this may not be a left brain function. You may just get the download all of a sudden and know that, wow, that's important information, either to have in my knowledge base or to take action on. And that's it for the week, kind of a light week astrologically. But let me also tell you that we are living in a revolutionary time, a magical time when you can experience that you're a light being made of energy and frequency, when you can wake up to a more magnificent life. We've got a free online event this Saturday and Sunday. That starts tomorrow as I record this on Friday. That's February 27 and 28, both days, noon to 4 p.m. U.S. Eastern Time. 10 high vibration presenters, including me, will give you experiential alchemical training. Learn how to be the creator of your own empowering life experiences, confront and embrace fear with love and light, overcome disempowering subconscious programming, disrupt negative habits and shift into new ones, and consciously create a life of love, happiness, and prosperity. This free event is called Elevate Your Energy Frequency. Will help manifest the new earth and bring in higher frequencies. Why is this important? Because everything is energy. Every thought is energy. Every word, beliefs, behaviors, emotions are energy in motion. You are energy. When you understand that everything is energy, you empower yourself to create your own path of love, happiness, and prosperity. So activate the alchemist in you. Click the link in the show notes to learn more. That's at astroshaman.com/575. Furthermore, everyone is welcome to participate in many Awakening Plus Zoom calls for free. We're just starting the March season. These events support your individual healing and awakening, as well as global spiritual awakening. Some events are for Awakening Plus members only, but we would love you to join our supportive online community. Dip your toe in the water with our 30 days for $1 risk-free trial membership. We have 3 events this week, all at 8 p.m. U.S. Eastern Time. Use the skinny on those. Now on Mondays, we do New Earth Support Team. In this popular weekly event, we first create our sacred container and invoke embodied awakening. Then we let our divine allies know we've come to serve the great global awakening, and they take it from there. I just report what happens. Our intention is always the same, but the divine keeps it fresh by providing endless variations on this amazing experience. Thankfully, one thing does remain consistent: the personal healing, spiritual upgrades, and profound bliss we always receive. The divine always gives as good as it gets. The event lasts about an hour with some chat afterward. It's optional. Then we have another free public event, Ecstatic Divine Group Consciousness, this Tuesday, March 2nd. We haven't done this event for a while, but here it is. In this gentle meditation, you'll be guided into a deep state of embodied awakening and then merge into an ecstatic divine group consciousness. We begin by invoking safe, sacred space, supported by many powerful divine beings of love and light. And then we do my 4-part embodied awakening invocation cycle. In embodied awakening, you'll experience the integration of your light body and physical body. This creates union with your higher self, a profoundly peaceful state, free of thoughts and troubling emotions. After each person has attained the deepest possible embodied awakening, we merge into a single ecstatic divine consciousness. This includes and transcends your individual human awareness. Many people achieve dual consciousness, simultaneously aware of their individual human self and the blissful blended field. This all feels amazing and can take your awakening to a whole new level. That should last about an hour, again, with some optional chat afterwards. And then on Wednesday, March 3rd, we have our members only community support call. That's 3 nights in a row with our events. And these are for Awakening Plus members, where we get together, share from our hearts what's going on, break out into small Zoom groups and support each other that way. It's part of how we build community within Awakening Plus. And that should last about 90 minutes. Now, further into the month, I'm just going to very briefly discuss the titles of the rest of the stuff in March. It's a very packed month. On March 9th, we have a shamanic awakening ceremony. On March 16, individual healings that also bless the senders, community support call on March 17. Those are all private members only events, but there's 2 free public events: Reawaken Your DNA Light Codes with Judith Corvin Blackburn on March 23rd, and on March 30, Group Healing, Immunity Boosting, and Awakening. We've got a really full slate in March. I'm excited to be offering so much awesome stuff. Awakening Plus features at least 10 live streaming events each month. Many are open to everyone for free, but members receive these exclusive benefits. At least 10 live Zoom calls to choose from each month. About half are members only, an archive of over 300 life-transforming events, plus a best-of guide, enlightening course content, including the complete 16-part invocation masterclass, 2 community connection calls per month, an accountability partner, and a private forum. You can learn more or start your 30 days for $1 risk-free trial membership at awakeningplus.com. That's all spelled out. We also have a free session winner here in March, and it's Paula. We actually have 2 Paulas who have entered, but this is the Paula whose last name starts with A, the letter A. So thanks for being here. Once again, I'm Benjamin Bernstein with astroshaman.com. I can serve you with astrology readings, shamanic healing, awakening activation, astrological event timing, also known as electional astrology, and one-of-a-kind life coaching. All my one-on-one services are equally effective in person or long distance, and during the pandemic, I have dropped my rates. I also offer an unbeatable price on SolarFire, the #1 astrology software for Windows. And as I mentioned, I run the Awakening Plus online membership for spiritual support. You can learn about all this and more at astroshaman.com. Check out the show notes for all this, astroshaman.com/575. Please reach out if you have any questions. My email is astroshamanbenjamin@gmail.com. My number for voice and text, 828-338-9852. I'd love to connect with you. We're wrapping up. Please leave me a rating, review, or comment wherever you're getting this episode so others who also love astrology and spirituality can find it. Thank you again for spending this time with me. Stay safe, stay healthy. I wish you infinite blessings as the stars light